Alright, what is going on, guys? It is Benny, and today we're going back to our original roots. We're going to be playing some Mortar bait. Now, every single comment that I get about Mortar bait right now is, Benny, Mortar bait is a lot harder to play. It's true, Dagger Duchess is freaking annoying, but I'm going to show you guys exactly how to beat Dagger Duchess. We are up against it right now, and you'll notice here, the first thing I did was I played my Knight in the back. I used my Knight to cycle, and the reason why I'm doing that is because Dagger Duchess struggles against Knight, obviously, right? Like the Dagger Duchess, it's not super strong against Knight, and we can drain the ammo, and that's when we use our Skeleton Drill. Now, let's go ahead and play the Knight on this Monk. We might as well counter it. And then I don't think we'll have to counter that cannon cart. And you'll see here, I already have a ton of Skeleton Barrel damage. And that's the key when you're playing against Dagger Duchess, is always taking advantage of your Knight and, you know, using it to get that little bit of extra chip damage that you would have used before without the Knight. So you'll see there, I even backed up with the Spear Goblins, and we forced out a defensive Mortar. I don't know why this guy played a defensive Mortar. That really wasn't a great play. I don't know, I'm not too sure, but who cares, that's okay. But so you're just always taking advantage of using your Knight to get a little bit of extra damage. Now, I'm splitting my Goblin Gang in the back just because I don't have a great counter to anything right now, and I didn't want to Mortar into his Mortar, and I really didn't want to poison either. So we're going to go ahead and start the Little Prince in the back, and I'm not using my Skeleton Barrel to cycle like this guy did there. Alright, there's really just no point in doing it. He's going to play his Monk here, so we're going to wait for our Little Prince to fire. He's going to pop the ability, so we pop our Little Prince ability, and then we should hopefully at least have the Guardian alive, and the Little Prince stays alive as well. And then we go ahead and Mortar, and we're going to play another Skeleton Barrel again behind the Guardian. He's going to go ahead and Void, which is a good play. I can't hate on that. That was a good play. But don't worry, because we do have our Evo Knight in cycle here. Let's go ahead and play our Evo Knight here. And then honestly, I'm just going to poison right here. We might as well, just to kind of help take everything out. And then I'm going to play some Spear Goblins as well. Let's get that down. And hopefully the EvoMortar doesn't lock onto our tower. It's not going to, which is good. Let's go ahead and play a Goblin Gang here behind. And he's going to pop the Monk, so he's either going to have to just let that Monk go. Ooh. Okay, there is the ability. So let's just wait a second. Actually, we don't even need to counter that. That's we're chilling. Let's go ahead and play the Knight right here. Skeleton Barrel is going in. I don't know why he just voided there. Let's go ahead and play the EvoMortar, and then we're going to play the Skeleton Barrel behind our Knight. And let's get another Knight in front of our Mortar. This guy is in trouble for sure. And hopefully we can get our Little Prince ability off in time. No, we're not going to be able to because he used the arrows. That's okay. Please give me my elixir back. Let's go ahead and just wait a second. It finally gives us our elixir back at the point where we can't even freaking deal with anything. We can play our Goblin Gang here to defend, and then we're just going to log. Not too bad. Let's start our Little Prince in the back. We want to start a slow push. I'm going to play the Mortar here. He might try to go for a Monk. That's okay if he does. He's going to play the Cannon cart, so let's just play our Spear Goblins here. I don't know why he Mortared there. We're going to play our Evil Knight going into the opposite lane. Then we can just play our Goblin Gang right here. Let's go ahead and play our Skeleton Barrel as well there, just to kind of get it going. And he's going to have to use his arrows, I believe, so that is good. And then we can play our Spear Goblins here just to interrupt that. Really good damage on the left side again. Let's play our Little Prince in the back. He's probably going to EvoMortar soon. Let's go ahead and play our Knight here, and then I'm actually going to use my Mortar to pull that Skeleton Barrel. Okay, good, it did pull, we're chilling. And then we can pop our Little Prince ability. I might as well just poison right here. It's really good value on both of the Musketeers. I don't know why he's giving us that value. And then let's just wait a second. We can let our Little Prince go. And then, okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to Skeleton Barrel, and then I'm going to play my Spear Goblins below. And then all that's going to do is it's going to let the Spear Goblins get a bit of chip damage there. So it's another way to get a little bit of chip damage, but, you know, nothing crazy. Let's go ahead and play our Knight here. And then let's actually poison on this EvoMortar as well. We might have to get something down. Actually, I think we're okay. He played the Monk on that side, so I'm going to go ahead and EvoMortar the opposite lane. Let's get our Spear Goblins in front to tank, and then let's actually log as well. Okay, that's okay. Let's go ahead and get an Evo Knight down. And then let's Skeleton Barrel, and let's see what he does here. Okay, I'm going to play my Little Prince right here. And then I'm going to poison this Musketeer and the Mortar. Let's go ahead and pop our Little Prince ability here, just to kind of get all of that down. Let's play some Spear Goblins, and get rid of all of that. We're going to log here, and we're going to play our Knight. And we're going to play a Little Prince here, and we're just going to poison to take care of those skeletons. No big deal. Let's play our Spear Goblins right here. And then let's split a Goblin Gang as well, just to be safe. Let's get another Knight down. And then let's get our Little Prince down. Let's wait. Let's go ahead and log. Let's poison right here, because that's great value. Ooh, okay, we're going to have to get our Spear Goblins here so he doesn't get a sneaky lock. Let's get our Evo Knight down. Holy crap, this has been a long match. This has been a freaking fight. But honestly, we kind of smoked this kid. It was just like we couldn't get damage, and he couldn't either. That's okay, not a big deal. But let's give him a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and let's go on into the next match with our OG Mortar bait deck. Alright guys, next matchup, and would you look at that, we are not up against Dagger Duchess, so we won the lottery today. Let's go ahead and play our Spear Goblins, and then we'll just kind of chill. Now, at the time of making this video, I don't believe the new balance changes are live, so, you know, if you're sitting here wondering about anything, I don't believe the balance changes are live quite yet. Let's go ahead and play our Knight here to kind of tank and help us get a lock with the Mortar. That is awesome. Obviously, the bats are going to take out the Mortar in a second, but actually, Dagger Duchess did us a solid. So let's go ahead and cycle our Skeleton Barrel. Because we're not playing against Dagger Duchess, we don't need the Knight to play our Skeleton Barrel. We can just play it as we want to, but we're going to get some really good damage there off of the start, and probably going to get a King Tower activation here. Let's go ahead and play our Spirit Goblins here. Now also guys, if you want, you can still play Evo Bomber in this deck. I know for a very long time a lot of people played Evo Bomber in Mortar bait. It's still worth doing, but if you're struggling against Dagger Duchess, I would just play Evo Knight instead, because it's a lot better against the Dagger Duchess overall. So that's one thing. Let's go and play our Goblin Gang in front here, kind of predict in case he's going to play any buildings or anything. And then I'm just going to log to help shred all of this. Oh my god, he just lost. Let's go ahead and play our log, or our Skeleton Barrel opposite lane, and then we're going to get a Mortar lock on that right side, and let's play some Spear Goblins as well. Just the double lane pressure honestly makes it so easy to get so much damage, and you know, we're in a pretty good position here. I'm even going to play my Goblin Gang, because why not, and see what he does to defend that. He's going to play his Goblins. I think we might get a little bit of chip damage. No, we won't. That's okay. We are at our EvoMortar though. Oh, nice. Okay, we got one hit. That's all I can ask for. Now again, because we're not playing Dagger Duchess, I don't want to start my Knight in the back here. I kind of want to hold on to it, but I do know he has Royale Hogs, so I'm going to play my Little Prince in the back on this side, and hopefully he plays the Royale Hogs in this side, and then we can just Little Prince into them. If not, we can just do this. He's also going to play that mini P.E.K.K.A, so we're going to play our Spear Goblins right here. Why did that not pull? That's crazy. Okay, well that's too bad. Oh shoot, we shouldn't have EvoMortared there. We were doing so good, and now we're doing so bad. We just messed up. I'm going to eat that Firecracker damage. Actually, we didn't even need to. Let's go ahead and log. We do have a lock on tower, so it all works out in the end. And then those pigs will get absolutely shredded. Let's play our Little Prince right up here to take out that Firecracker. And that tower is going to be down. So let's go ahead and play a Skeleton Barrel on this side. And then let's get a Knight in the pocket. I don't know what that fireball was. I don't know who he was aiming for. My Mortar or tower caught a stray there. But that is going to be a good game. Let's give him a good luck, and then let's go on to the last matchup here. Alright guys, last matchup, we are against Dagger Duchess, but it's level 13, so honestly I pity the poor guy. We're going to start the Knight in the back because he's got Dagger Duchess, and so that's the best cycle that you can do. We're going to go ahead and Mortar here as well, but no big deal. I believe this is Goblin Drill, so that's always fun to deal with. Let's go ahead and play our Skeleton Barrel here, because the Knight is going to tank, and then I didn't even realize this stuff was coming on the left side. I kind of forgot about that. That's okay though. And then he used his log, so I'm just going to Goblin Gang right here on that Drill and take all of that out. Now when you're playing against Drill, if you have Dagger Duchess, one thing that you can do, oh my goodness, annoying Evo Bomber. But one thing you can do is you can wait like 1 second, let the first Goblin hit your tower, and then log, and then it's a really good elixir trade for you. So you know, you'll see me doing that a couple times. Let's go ahead and play our Mortar here. If you're playing against you know, somebody who's using Drill and you're using Princess Tower, then what you can also do is just wait for the Drill to get a little bit below half HP, and then you go ahead and log, and you can get the Drill down and have a good trade there. We're gonna get some Skeleton Barrel death damage, which is nice, and he's gonna play the Ice Spirit to try to do something. I don't know. I'm gonna cycle my Spear Goblins here. Honestly, I shouldn't have done that. I don't know why I did that. Really wasn't worth it. It didn't really make any difference for us, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and cycle our Little Prince in the back here. Again, we're not letting ourselves get to full elixir. Usually when you're playing Mortar bait, you kind of want to be aggressive. Let's go ahead and Mortar here, and then I'm going to Evo Knight predict the Tesla, hopefully. He's going to play the Knight, that's okay. The Evo Knight is going to kind of tank everything, and then we can go ahead and Skeleton Barrel. Ooh, he just messed up. The Bomber is going to help take out the Skeleton Barrel, but it's not going to do enough to stop us from getting any, like, you know, see right there, we get some damage. So that is nice. Let's go ahead and Spear Goblins. I don't know why I did that. Oops. We're misplaying the Spear Goblins here, but we can play a Goblin Gang to kind of get a little bit of a nice push going here and get more extra chip damage. He's going to play the Evo Bomber. No big deal, really. Let's go ahead and just kind of chill for a second, and then let's do this. and then we'll play our Little Prince here. I'm gonna log just to prevent like too much damage, and then I'm gonna Little Prince ability to take all of that out, and then we can Mortar right here. And let's just wait a second. Let's see what he does. He's going to play the Knight. I want the Guardian to tank for a second, and then I'm going to go ahead and play my Skeleton Bro. And I'm actually going to start poison cycling because he's going to play those poisons as much as he can. We are going to get a lock on the tower though, so that's going to be some good damage right there. And then, you know, we don't want to be too much more aggressive. He's going to go for the Evil Bomber. Let's just play our Knight right here. And then let's go for a Skeleton Barrel as well. And just kind of wait and see. Every time we get Skeleton Barrel death damage, it brings us one poison closer to finishing the game. So, you know, even if they have log and rotation, it's always worth doing for sure. Let's get our Little Prince down here to get a little bit of a faster cycle going. And then let's cycle our Spear Goblins in the back. Let's get an Evo Knight down. And then we're going to go ahead and get another Skeleton Barrel there. I don't know why he logged. He's going to have to play his Tesla if he wants to stop that from getting on tower. We can just prediction log because he poisoned. And that's going to be game, I believe. That's going to be low enough for us to use our poison and end the match. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really appreciate it. I hope that this video helps you guys a little bit against Dagger Duchess. I know it's not the easiest when you're playing Mortar bait, but I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one.